Has anyone seen Arsenal? Has anyone seen Arteta? Has anyone seen Tony Adams, Paul Merson tonight? Has anyone seen Lego Man as he go back into his box again after they lost to Villa? Well, what a night for Villa fans. What a night for Spurs fans. The old enemy lose. Had to start with that, Philip. Sorry. Sorry. I had to do.
It's all right. You're going to get a bit worried about you there.
Yeah. Listen, the prophet had spoken. I am the prophet. I am Dermotron the prophet. The man. I am the greatest. You know, I told you all Arsenal would lose, and he did. So I know what I'm talking about. I am the prophet. I am the greatest. I'm the Muhammad Ali of the Spurs world. All of you bow in front of Dermotron. But welcome to THFC.
You don't have to come out with some crap at times, don't you? God.
Anyway, welcome to THFC Till I Die, your home of Tottenham, past, present, and an exciting future under Ange Postecoglou as we give our pre-game thoughts before Tottenham Hotspur against Newcastle tomorrow. Philip, how are you? An interesting day in the Premier League. We'll do that in another stream, but United losing, Arsenal losing.
United should have lost 4-0. Bournemouth had a goal disallowed right at the end. I think it was more out of sympathy for United than anything else.
I should have done. Has anyone seen Man United?
Oh, lovely stuff. I mean, the United were absolutely demoralised today, and they're playing Bayern Munich next. You know, good God!
I watched the Man United game. They were woeful.
So I didn't see it now, but I believe they were terrible.
I watched it, and Bournemouth in the first half should have been 3-0 up at least. Yeah. And your favourite player, Bruno Fernandes, your main man.
I reckon he got booked deliberately today. The thing he got booked deliberately, so he missed the Liverpool match.
He got fouled at the top end of the ground, rolled around, didn't bother getting up and being a captain and tried to get back to help his team, and Bournemouth hit the post.
Oh, good old Bruno. Yeah.
Good old Bruno. Yeah. But anyway, Philip, it is Tottenham we're talking about. Tottenham versus Newcastle, our pre-game thoughts. Look, before we go into it all, Philip, are you nervous? Are you excited? What's your feeling?
Well, I mean, you've got to be nervous after the previous 4 or 5 games. You know, we've become the first team ever in Premiership history to score first in 5 games and not win any of them. You know, this is a record I do not want to see. I don't want that to become 6 games tomorrow. But the only thing is Newcastle aren't going through a great patch either, and they have a lot of injuries like ourselves. So I think we owe them for that debacle last season at St. James's Park. So I think we might just do something tomorrow. We might just prove to the rest of the so-called pundits that we're not a flash in the pan, that we are a team to be reckoned with, and that the future will be better once we start getting our players back. Sarr being back tomorrow is going to be a big thing, you know. Yeah. So let's hope he can carry on where he left off.
Now, Mr. Postecoglou says here, the pressure is the pressure, Philip. It's always there. It's never let it guide my path all the way forward. I've got a clear idea what I'm trying to do, and we'll keep walking methodically towards that, being disciplined about that. I don't have a 3 or 5 year plan up my sleeve that is guaranteed for success. What I do have is a plan that will get us where we need to be. How long that takes, I don't know. It depends on how we keep disciplined and stay in the path. It's about how committed you are to go on the path you've started. I'm not wavering with that. I will not budge. That is what I believe is the best way forward. Philip, I mean, how you cannot help but want to get behind this man. If we were players, we want to run through a brick wall for him.
Yeah, he's got the courage of his convictions there. He won't change. Yeah. No. We're going to play the same attacking style of football tomorrow, and let's just hope that our defense turns up this time.
Yeah. Look, very quickly on this, Philip. Could it be to his own detriment, though? Could it? In the end?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because the rumor, the rumblings are already out there from the less committed fans, let me call them that probably see a few defeats as being the manager's fault and get rid of him. Now, I've no doubt if Ange was managing in a lower league, he'd probably be sacked by now. But I think Daniel Levy is sensible enough to know that he's got the right guy here. We always knew there was going to be bumps in the road. We always knew there was going to be problems. We're still ahead of the curve. We're still ahead of where we thought we'd be this time of year. So it ain't broke, so don't fix it. Let it go. It'll right itself in the end. We'll get our injuries back, our suspensions back, and we'll be doing what we did in August and September come January, February.
Yeah. Now this is our form guide, Philip. It's woeful. It is woeful.
Well, I think you can put it all back to the first game, the Chelsea one. That was that. If we hadn't lost Van de Ven and Romero for various reasons during that match, I don't think we would have lost the next two. I don't think so. We would have won those two games.
I disagree with you there. I disagree.
Why?
Wolves, we should have won. We lost because the two defenders went to sleep at the back, Philip.
Yeah, but those defenders wouldn't have been playing, Dermot, if Van de Ven and Romero had been playing.
I know.
That's my point, you know?
Yeah, but we still would have won. Villa, it's all about taking your chances. Villa, if we took our chances, Villa would have been out of that game. It would have been out of that game. Man City, you look at it, we had good fight about it, and that's what we want to see. And then West Ham, Philip, you and me both said it. You were disgusted by that performance. That second half.
The first half it wasn't. I thought the first half was brilliant, other than not taking the chances.
Yeah.
The football, the one-touch football was a joy to watch. But in the second half, they forgot what to do. They forgot what their fans had told them, and they were awful in the second half.
What do you think that is, Philip? What do you put your finger on to that?
I don't know. I just can't figure it out. I'd love to play a match without a halftime break for once, just to see how we carry on for the whole 90 minutes, because we're either brilliant in the first half and crap in the second, or vice versa. We haven't done 90 minutes consistently for a good while now.
I think the last 90 minutes game we did was at the start of last season against Fulham. The last time we played properly for the whole 90 minutes.
Oh, no, I think we played Burnley. We did Burnley 90 minutes this time.
Man United this season, do you think we played well?
Yeah, okay. And Liverpool, we probably played well, but we had to play well against Liverpool. But, it's the last 4 or 5 matches, we haven't done it. We've got to keep the consistency. It's as if the attention, the concentration meter is switched off at half time, and they forget to put it back on again.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Now, Philip, this is where Tottenham are. We're 5th in the league, 8 wins, 3 draws, 4 defeats. Our biggest win, of course, was 5-2 away to Burnley. Our biggest defeat was the 4-1 home defeat to Chelsea. Newcastle are 7th in the league, 8 wins, 2 draws, 5 defeats. Their biggest win is an 8-0 win against Sheffield United away. And, of course, the heaviest defeat was the 3-0 defeat at Everton in Wednesday. Look, both teams got a lot of injuries, Philip, as we do go on to where it is. Of course, it is on the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tomorrow. 4:30 kickoff, 11:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 Pacific Time. Chris Kavanagh is your referee, and the VAR man is Peter Banks. Hope he banks a good one. As you know, Tottenham's the last 5 games have got them. Spurs 1-2, Newcastle 1-2, Philip 1 draw. Last meeting was that 6-1 defeat we had the hands of Newcastle, which Philip is now shaking his head and thinking, Dermotron, why did you tell me that? I forgot all about that. Look at them. All the memories start coming back. Our current form, no defeats, no win in 5, Philip. 1 draw and 4 defeats. Newcastle, only 2 wins in the last 5, so they're not on a great run of form either. If you do want to watch it, of course, it's on Sky Sports Premier League, Sky Sports Ultra, BBC Radio 5 Live, Sky Sport Extra, Sky Sports Main Event. If you're in the United States, it's on all them channels that I cannot pronounce, NBC Sports app and US Network. And if you're in Canada, they're on Fubo TV. Philip, do you want to have a crack at them American channels?
Okay, Sirius XM, FC Telemundo, Deportes en Vivo, I think there's some Spanish channels as well. Yeah. Telemundo, NBC Sports, NBC Sports app, and the USA Network. And it's in Fubo TV in Canada.
Yeah, that must be a few Spanish channels, Philip.
There's some Spanish channels in there, yeah. I think, there's a few Spanish channels in there.
Now, if you're a Spurs fan, look away.
Look away now.
Now, we've got Son Philip, a lower back injury. He's 50-50. I think there's going to be a late fitness test on him tomorrow. Eric Dyer is out with a groin, hip, pelvic injury. Mickey van der Ven's out with a thigh injury.
Sorry, could you not mean groin, hip, pelvic, attitude injury?
Yeah, probably. James Madison's out with the same ankle and foot injury. We've got Solomon out with a knee injury. Segerson out with a thigh injury. Perisic is out for the season with a knee injury. And Alfie Whiteman is out with a ankle foot in. There's a lot of ankle foot injuries in there, isn't there, Philip?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's just the first point of contact, really, when the ball, that's where most of the contact takes place.
Now, this is the predicted lineup, Philip. We've got Vicario. Do you want to go through the team? This is the predicted
Okay.
lineup.
Vicario in goal, obviously. God help him. Doje, let's hope no more dodgy back passes, please. Davies, who else have we got at the minute? Romero, welcome back. And Porro out on the right. Porro was probably the best player the other night against West Ham. Basuma in the middle, not really back to his form at all, but hopefully the fact he's got his buddy back now, Papa Sarr, so maybe that will help. Lo Celso doing the Maddison role, although he's okay on Thursday, but not great. Up front now, this is where I would change it. I would leave Johnson out, providing Son is fit, right? I would play Sonny back on the right or the left and put Veliz, the new Argentinian lad, up front. They'll know nothing about him. He's supposed to be lethal in the air. And we were crying out for someone to put the ball we were crying out on Thursday night for a cross into the box for someone to head, but with no one in there with any stature to head it. West Ham are a big team. So we need someone up there that can actually head the ball, and Veliz can do that. So that's what I hope to see. Put Johnson on the bench and bring him on if we need him.
See, I see. Dave was saying to me today in the group chat, Philip, about putting Richarlison up there. For me, Richarlison, I think he's had his chance. You start bringing in the youngsters now.
Yeah, I give Veliz a chance tomorrow. Yeah. Just to maybe even to buck Richarlison's ideas up a bit, because he missed a great chance against West Ham just after he came on.
It did. Now, Porro, Philip, we think is also 50-50 as well. So there could be two out tomorrow.
That's a problem. Well, that Emerson Royale will go in there if Porro's not fit.
Now, centre-backs, very quickly, Philip. Would you be happy with Davis, or would you put Emerson in there with Romero?
No. I'll leave Davis for you. Davis. He's not the greatest player in the world, but he has played centre back for Wales. He's more experienced at it than Emerson Royale. In any case, we're probably going to need Royale at fullback, even if Porro is fit. Royale will need to be there just in case he doesn't last the 90.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, Philip, what score prediction you going for?
Oh, I'm normally pretty positive, but I'm just finding it difficult on this. So I'm going to go for 1-1.
Right. Well, the prophet is going to speak. Everyone's going to listen to Dermotron. He is the greatest. He is the Muhammad Ali of the Spurs community. I am telling you, Spurs will not lose tomorrow. Newcastle will fall in 2. Spurs will win 2. Newcastle will fall in 2. So that is my prediction. As Philip now starts ringing up the loony bin man to come and take me away.
They're going to be building a hut outside your house. It'll be quicker at getting there that way than sending them in from Wexford Hospital.
Yeah, but it's all a bit of fun, Philip. It's
I
know. It's all a bit. Do you know? If I'm the prophet, what does that make you?
The loss.
Well, you could be God, right? You're like Godfather, God. You know. You sent your prophet to spread the Tottenham gospel. You've sent me to do that, Philip. So,
as you probably know, I spent this evening consoling the Arsenal fans on the Arsenal channel after they got beaten.
I went in and did a bit of consoling as well, actually.
Yeah, I heard that. Yes. Yeah.
I couldn't help it, Philip. I could not. If anyone wants to see it, it's near the end, isn't it?
But 10 minutes to go. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Keela's fault. He's the one that put it in the chat, and nobody was bringing it up. I thought, I've got to go on. I've got to go on and give it some gossip.
Yeah. I must say, the guys were very calm about it. We wouldn't have been half as calm if we'd lost the way they did. But anyway,
I think they're so used to over there losing.
Well, yeah. Although, in all fairness, now I don't think a draw would have been a fair result in that game today.
Yeah,
I think a draw would have been a fair result.
But any man that picks Raya constantly.
Yeah, the Arsenal fans don't even like him. They don't even like him. They'd rather have what do you call him?
Ramsdale. But he can't get a game.
I don't know.
Aren't we lucky? We went for Vicario.
Yeah. I'll tell you another thing too. You know that we always have one player that nobody seems to like. There seems to be Nketiah. They don't seem to like Nketiah at all.
They don't like most of them. And it's one thing about Postecoglou very quickly, Philip, before we end off. He isn't scared about dropping big name players.
No, he's right. Absolutely
Arteta,
right.
Do you think Arteta is scared to drop his play? Do you think he's like, oh, he's my countryman. He will play because he's Spanish.
Yeah, probably. I think there's a bit of nepotism about it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
A bit like a Conte or
Yeah, I mean,
Or you know,
Postecoglou, if you're not playing well, you're gone. That's it, and that's
yeah.
the way it should be. No matter what your religion or state of mind or where you're born or wherever, you know. So,
Now, Philip, you and me are on the pre-match with Dave, of course, on the Irish Hotspur. I think we're both on tomorrow. Are we also here to do the watch along as well? So please come back. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscription button as me and Philip march to 2K. And got loads of stuff coming up, haven't we, Philip? We've got the Champions League watch alongs. We've got the watch along on Friday. We've got pre-match, post-match, after-match, up your trolley match. We've got the Godfather does his match. We've got everything coming up this week.
right.
We've even got a special live stream of Philip doing his bingo.
Oh, here, come on. I'm not even comment on that.
On that. Well, thanks for coming on again, Philip. Thanks for all your help. And it's
No
great.
problem.
I know I said it yesterday, but it is great to have you back.
It's good to be back.
Partner back. But
Good to be back.
Philip's going for a draw. I'm going for a win. Let's see who's right and who's wrong. But I'll tell you one thing. I have my Tottenham cushion ready. Philip has his sofa ready. It's going to be one hell of a ride. Come on, you Spurs.